Hey, my name is Kameliman. So, I didn't figure out how to get that anymore. It was supposed to take when we get up the carousel thing and supposed to pick it up. I thought I could clean those letters up, but it didn't work and that thing doesn't go up anymore. So, at least I think it's not going up anymore. Kid? Yeah, that kid is only being there. So, yeah. Let's go forward then. I don't think I need that here. I have enough luminaries to do things that I need to do, so I think this is the place. Wait a minute. That kid was That kid was there. I know it's here. Developers. I don't say anything.
Hey, has anyone seen the princess puppet?
No, this is the
We
princess
can't really
thingy.
start the story without her.
That sounds like Daddy.
Hat.
I know she's around here somewhere.
I'm playing a princess
there
sport.
she is. Once upon a time, there was a princess who lived in a castle with her father, the king. The king loved her very much because daddies loved their daughters. Unfortunately, the kingdom also had an ogre who was eating travelers because ogres do that. So the king did what kings do and promised that anyone who slew the ogre would get to marry his only daughter, the princess, and become king when he died. The king's lands were very far away, and the ogre was very large, so only one knight showed up. His name was Fred, and he fell immediately in love with the princess.
Oh, really?
Fred was a brave knight, and he marched off the next morning, singing a brave song as loudly as he could.
Okay.
After several days had passed, the princess got to wondering what had happened to her future husband. So she set off into the forest to look for him. The princess tracked Fred's footprints through a strange wilderness full of scary sounds and hidden dangers. Chasms filled with razor-sharp bamboo. Fortunately, she was a very brave princess who loved adventures, just like you. She used her wits to get past unexpected obstacles.
Yeah. I felt there. Didn't mind. Okay. Jumping.
She came to a wide river filled with snapping crocodiles. She couldn't even swim.
There we go.
So what do you think she did?
She ran on top of their heads.
That's right. It was a magical forest where the plants seemed to know each other. She had to use magic mushrooms to get high or up.
Yeah, don't work like I want it to work. Oh, I'm stupid. To activate that. Uh, okay. I hope I know this now. Oh. How do I do this? Oh! I get it! I get it. I don't need to activate that last one at all. But I need to activate them different. I need to activate this. Wait a little. Activate this. And go top of this. And now jump.
Unfortunately, she impaled herself on the bamboo.
No, she
Wait, that's
didn't.
not what happened.
No, fitch. Yeah. So I need to activate this. Wait little. No! Activate this. Wait a while. Activate this. Then go up with.
Unfortunately, she impaled herself on the bamboo.
That spawns me.
Wait, that's not what happened.
Maybe I don't need to jump at all. I hope not. Eh, now I activated them all, I thought. This is becoming a long episode. Activate it. Activate that. Go there. I hope I don't need to do nothing. Yes. No,
She
yes.
learned to use some
I
bendy tree
gotta
branches to
get
fling herself
forward.
across a patch of deadly sharp bamboo. As the sun was setting, she came to the giant ogre's campsite. And there, the princess discovered that the ogre had captured Fred and hung him from a tree as a snack. The ogre did not appreciate visitors at all. Even Fred seemed a little embarrassed to see her. But the princess
Oh.
was a woman of action, and she was nimble, and the ogre was clumsy and easy to taunt.
What's a taunt?
That's when you make fun of someone. You should never make fun of people, but with ogres, sometimes you have to.
Easier to say than done. I don't wanna do that. Oh. This is hard. Oh. That what I needed to do? Gosh darn it. Okay, at least I know now. Okay. At least I know now. Now the timing is everything. That. That. Timing. Top of the head, run around. And there we go.
And so the princess tricked the ogre and rescued Fred. Fred didn't feel too good about it. He really loved the princess. Fortunately, the king told him about a giant spider that he could slay in order
Oh.
to win the princess's hand. So Fred marched off to the lair of the giant spider, singing a brave song, a little less loudly than before. After several days had passed, the princess got to wondering what had happened to her future husband.
Yes.
So she went off looking for him again. Fred's footprints led her into a dark and creepy cavern, full of strange dripping sounds, kind of like the basement at school. Her footsteps echoed and echoed, until it sounded like someone was following her. Soon she came to a vast pit, filled with vicious, deadly spikes. It was much too big to jump over, but far off, she could hear moaning. She thought it might be Fred. So what do you think she did?
I know.
What?
She used an umbrella.
What?
Like that nanny in that movie.
This is the Middle Ages, honey. Where would she get an umbrella?
I don't know, but that's what she used.
I don't think I have an umbrella.
Well, you better find one, because she used an umbrella.
Where am I supposed to get an umbrella?
Yeah, let's go pick umbrella.
Oh, there we go. So, the princess bravely threw herself into the air, slowing her fall using an umbrella. Just like that nanny in the movie. She floated down into the cave. Deeper and deeper into the cavern she floated. She thought she could hear Fred moaning. But maybe it was only the wind.
I saw Fred.
Finally, she landed softly, right in a spider's web. Fortunately, it was a very old web, and she was able to break free. Unfortunately, the web was the only thing holding up a giant boulder. The princess needed to find somewhere to hide.
There we go.
Suddenly, a giant spider jumped out of the shadows and attacked her. She ran and climbed and jumped and climbed, but the giant spider was very good at climbing too. It had 8 legs and the princess only had 2.
Ooh, I'm failing so much.
Fortunately, the princess remembered how the webs were holding up boulders.
There we go. Oh, I don't want to go that rock falling. There we go.
Poor spider.
Poor spider.
Finally, she found Fred. He was all wrapped up like a present for the giant spider's girlfriend. He was dreadfully embarrassed about having to be rescued again. He really loved the princess. The princess decided he was cute. Fortunately, the king told him about a dragon that he could slay in order to win the princess's hand and stop being so embarrassed. So Fred marched off to the mountaintop of the dragon, singing a brave song very quietly.
Very quietly. And I'm going to rescue him again.
After a few days, the princess got to wondering...
Why her dad kept trying to give her away?
That too. But she was worried about Fred, so she went off to find him.
Yes. What happened this time?
The dragon's mountain was cold, and the wind howled at her to turn back. There were rock slides and fiery chasms, but she was very brave and nimble, just like you. She wasn't going to be put off by a few deadly dangers.
Stay stuck. I don't like rocks.
Up and up she climbed. When she got cold, she thought about the hot buttered muffins she would make once she got Fred home.
There we go.
Do you still like muffins?
I love muffins.
The princess hoped Fred liked muffins.
Apparently, I didn't jump there. Okay. Let's get a lift. By water. Oh, fudge, I failed. Okay. this time I'm gonna do this. I know what I need to do. Thanks.
When the princess got to the lair of the dragon, she was not very surprised to see Fred hanging from the roof of the dragon's cave. So she taunted the dragon until it roared its fiery breath at her.
Really? I didn't know I need to play a puzzle game again. This is not that much a puzzle. Just hide.
Finally, burning away the ropes that were tying up Fred. And so the princess and Fred lived happily ever after. Fred never had to go on another adventure again, and they had hot buttered muffins every morning.
Huh.
There is another version of the story where the princess flew off on the dragon's back to have a life full of adventures, but that's for another day.
Good story.
Yay! Yay, Dawn, you did it!
So I think I'm gonna leave this episode here. We get one thing done again. I'm not sure about yeah, I think it's time to end this episode here. So, hey